Well, I had notes, but notes are on the phone I'm filming, so what am I gonna do? I just realized that with this light, my nose is just ginormous. Um, yeah, I don't know what happened. It was all good. It was just as it should be, and now it's gigantic again. I mean, light, too much light. That's too much for me. So, I am a part of wonderful community online called Female Digital Nomads on Facebook. Very lovely community. And lovely ladies with so much to say, so much to share, so much good information and advice. And every now and then there is someone who's a little bit rude, as it always will happen whenever people come together. Um, and there was this girl who recently shared a post saying that basically she and her boyfriend, had this project, and she was working in a job that she didn't quite enjoy for years, so that he can finish his studies and continue his dream career as a graphic designer, I think, or something like that. And now they are about to leap into the unknown and start new life, I believe, traveling or, you know, digital nomading. And unfortunately, the clients he had um, has fucked off, have fucked off. And now what? And now she's a little bit, she's panicking. So she's asking what else can they do and will it be okay? And she also said that the customers were unreliable. And, you know, what can he do to find work and what can they do? And someone, the first thing, oh my god, my lips are so dry. Someone, first thing someone said is like, oh, why are you asking for relationship advice? This is a serious forum, blah 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 blah. It's just like, fuck off. Why not? Why not? She will, we are female digital nomads. We are supposed to support each other with female power and whatnot. And if that's a relationship slash work slash nomading issue, then why not? Why not? I mean, people share so much stupid shit online and no one seems to care, and people seem to even enjoy it and just support it. And why not just ask for advice? It's just human, you know? At some point, yeah, we can close the subject or whatever, but it's all directed. And I said, like, oh yeah, especially that she's also asking for she's actually asking for work advice as well. So that's relevant. Um, and the relationship advice she will get anyway, because that's what it sounds like. And I don't know, the girl said like, oh yeah, if you can't read between the lines, that there's nothing I can do for you. I was like, why so serious? It's just like, oh. Anyway, that's not important. What's important is that indeed the whole thing just sounds. There was more to that, but it does sound a little bit like. I mean, she feels like she has. It sounds like she feels like she has to do something about it, instead of, she was supporting the guy and she was um, earning more money, and she was paying for the luxury of, like dates and all sorts of stuff. And now he can't find customers. And it's like, yeah, that's what freelancing work will do. People will be unreliable. This is kind of like a given in any freelancing work. There's no guarantee that there will be work. And if he doesn't know how to find work, then what can you do? It's him who's supposed to be looking for these answers right now. Like, she did her part. why does she feel that she has to look for both? And that sounded just a little bit too close to home for me, because that's exactly what I used to do as well, and just kind of feel like I have to think for both, which eventually is very, very stressful. And she said, oh, he would do exactly the same for me. And I was just thinking, like, will he? Because if I had a boyfriend and he was the one, paying for everything, and we had a plan, and that's kind of what was happening. But anyway, if we had a plan and to do something, and I knew that I'm like the one who's kind of taking advantage, then I would, offer saving up on stuff. And I don't think he did. So, unless it's like a millionaire situation, and she said like, oh, money doesn't mean that much to me. Well, if it doesn't, then why are you concerned again? Because if it's not a concern, then fine, then everybody's happy, then why don't you support him a little bit more? It just sounds like we tend to do this, like we females, or we people in this kind of dynamic, just certain kind of people, certain specific kind of people tend to fall into these things. And I don't want to, I don't know her boyfriend or situation, but it just sounds very, very familiar, and it makes me sad because I've done this before, and I know that we will go a long way to justify or to, kind of protect. And at some point she's like, oh, what am I supposed to do? Crucify him? And that's like a very extreme way to kind of avoid the, like, no, you might not crucify him. That's a little bit extreme. But, you obviously feel something's wrong too if you even say such words. So, I just felt that it's important to know that, whoever you surround yourself with, you kind of have to know whether they are picking you up or dragging you down and just holding you back from what you want. Because if that's the case, then what's the point having a relationship? What's the point? Yeah, I can talk about these things because I am very experienced in being in dysfunctional relationships with people who are dragging me down. So I can recognize that. I basically see myself. So that's why I feel like, okay, I'm just gonna mention a couple of things. So I hope she's gonna be fine, and she will realize that the best thing to do is to dump him. Sorry. No, she should do whatever she thinks is right. And sometimes we have to learn lessons, and sometimes we have to learn them a couple of times before we, before we actually, before it sinks in and kind of settles. Anyway, okay, so I'm babbling now, and thank you for watching my video. You can like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have an experience with a person who is dragging you down and taking advantage of you having a better job than them, please comment and share your experience. And you can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll link the links, link the websites, everything. I'm trying, okay? So I'll see you next time. Bye.